Hello everybody, Nikki White here, and today we're back for part 2 of the Scotland vlog. So if you haven't watched part 1, I suggest doing that first. But with that out of the way, let's get into it. Good morning, it is our third day and we are headed for a tour of the Highlands and Loch Ness. So we're just hustling to the meeting spot for our luxurious bus. So we started our day super early as these tours go because they're generally an all-day 12-hour affair. So we started by leaving the city and heading to our first pit stop, which was Smitty's, just to get a tea, and we could get breakfast if we wanted to. This was a quick and dirty stop just to grab some food and use the bathroom, but we did have a few minutes to take a look outside where they had some hairy coos. And this was the biggest letdown of this tour, was that when I booked it, it showed pictures of people like next to them or like giving them pets. But when we went, there was none of that. We just got to like look at them in the distance. Still cute and cool, but false advertising. And of course, being in Scotland meant that the weather could change instantly. So you can kind of see it's cloudy here, but it's also sunny. And that was just really how the whole day went. It was, raining one second, fine the next, hot the next, cold. It was just, that's just how the weather played out here, which unfortunately actually ended up causing delays in our trip. And we ended up missing one part of our schedule because of a weather delay. Allegedly. So something really cool about this tour was that our driver was also our tour guide. So she was out here doing double duty, telling us about these sites and lots of things like Game of Thrones. I think she was saying Winterfell or something was filmed up there. She was giving us the rundown of what was filmed where. It's hard to keep track, but a lot of those British shows that have lots of greenery are filmed out in this area. You do notice like the landscape change as you are driving north. We did not get to stop in Glencoe, which was unfortunate. It was raining and we were apparently behind schedule, but it was like gorgeous. I don't even think I have proper footage of it because I was just like in awe of looking at it, and some Harry Potter was filmed there. And speaking of Harry Potter, the forest in the back there is the Forbidden Forest, and Hagrid's hut was out there for quite some time, but I guess once filming wrapped up, it's not on the site anymore. And since it was a long day, this is me devolving into comfy, cozy mode on the bus, which if you hung out with me, you know it doesn't take much for me to devolve into this. And here we are, we finally arrived at the Loch Ness area. And loch means lake, and there are thousands and thousands of lakes in Scotland. The tour then broke into different groups. One group was doing a castle tour and one group was doing a boat tour for Loch Ness, neither of which Babe and I joined. We have made it to Loch Ness. It has been, I don't know how many hours of this bus tour. We did not go to the castle, but we are at the lake. We're not going on the boat cruise, but we're gonna go see if we can spot Ness. See, does this count? No, Babe is saying it does not count. Okay, we're gonna take these stairs down and go check it out. All right, this walkway under the bridge, because it's a literal highway there, so they're like, don't go that way, you'll die. It's for shorties only. Oh my gosh, in what world? Apparently we can be awarded £1 million if we spot Nessie, so we need the money. Oh, there's the boat cruise suckers. I can actually go down. Let's go down. Nothing to report.
Free souvenir.
Nice. You find that at the gift shop.
It's a literal rock, so, you know, I don't think they'd sell it.
So since we weren't on either of the tours, we just had free time and we could just go and check out the loch. And we were also by this hotel where we could grab lunch. So we definitely went to the gift shop. Oh, it's gonna give you a penny.
Oh my god.
We're messing around.
Oh, okay, so it did pick for me. That's okay.
And then we also grabbed lunch there and it was not bad. So on this trip, I was on my mission to find a good hazelnut latte. I'm still chasing that high from Korea with my favorite hazelnut latte. So I was trying it at different places and I don't think any of them truly compared, but I definitely got the lesser great lunch here. Babe got a mac and cheese and she said it was good. And I got like a smoked salmon on toast with a salad, but my toast wasn't toasted. It was just like bread. And on the way back to Edinburgh, we stopped in a small town, but they have like a famous Scotch ice cream. And I was still pretty full from lunch, so I was okay to pass on this. But Babe stopped to get some of this famous Scotch ice cream. And we were just like hustling to get this ice cream because as you can see, there's a super long lineup. And to make it back to the bus in our small time limit. And so we all had to like use the bathroom, wait in line for this ice cream, and get back to the bus within, I don't know, 15 minutes. So it was a bit of a struggle. And then we were heading back to Edinburgh after a long, long day. And we wanted to grab some drinks and some food. Okay, well, we're headed for dinner. We just finished the tour. It was 12 and a half hours long. Lots of drivey, not so much CE, but we're gonna go for dinner at a pub. And I was like falling asleep on the bus, so probably gonna crash fairly early because we're off to Glasgow tomorrow. And something I notice is that even if places keep serving alcohol, sometimes the food service stops fairly early. So maybe it's just the places we went, but just keep that in mind if you are looking to eat a meal. Probably do that sooner than later so you don't get stuck being hungry. This pub had stopped serving dinner by the time we got there, so we just had some beer and that was our dinner. So nutritious. We are the face of health and nutrition. Good morning, it is day 4 and Babe and I are out for breakfast. We're just at the square, which is like literally around the corner from our hotel. I got a little mini Scottish breakfast, which I'll show in a second, and Babe got the full Scottish. So we're fueling up before we go out just to do some little odds and ends before we leave for Glasgow. So it's raining again. So I'll try to film. Yeah, I'll try to film, but I also don't want to get the camera wet. So it is what it is. Now, I'm not sure if you guys can help me understand, but why did I have so many mediocre cups of Earl Grey tea on this trip? You'd think like this is the place that they're gonna get it right, but I'd say like half the time it was just meh. We then decided to go take a little look around the Royal Scottish Academy, which is a huge art gallery right in the center of the city. And let me tell you, this did not disappoint. This was actually my favorite art gallery that we visited on this whole trip out of Scotland and Ireland. It just had good stuff, and it like wasn't too pretentious, and it's promoting Scottish art, and they were showcasing a lot of different artists, so it wasn't just a feature for one artist where everything is kind of similar or curated. It was a bunch of different things and different skill levels. It was just very well done, we thought. Both of us loved it. Also, who stole this likeness of me and Babe for this painting? And the sheep, little poster child of this gallery, I didn't like his human-like face.
All right, so we're just killing time before the bus. So I just got myself a vanilla latte because they didn't have hazelnut. Babe might grab a brew before we leave, but we don't have too much time, so we're just kind of wandering around Victoria Street again. And I don't know, maybe we'll find some new shiz to look at. So, well, let's go.
And since Babe is directionally challenged, I tricked her into walking up to this dog.
All right. Oh my God, I'm too short to touch his little nose. We don't know what the lore is behind this, but we did it.
Yay, we did it. I need a picture for proof.
I want a close-up of his human eyes.
So Little Bro's story is written here if you guys want to read it, but it's another tale of a loyal animal.
Bro's got a grave at the front. He wasn't allowed to be buried with the humans, so he's like at the front of the cemetery, and he's got another statue.
So right behind the statue is Greyfriars Kirkyard Cemetery. Sorry if I butchered that, but this cemetery, besides being very old, also has some names that might be familiar to you if you've read Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling took inspiration from some of these names to use for characters in her books. Thank you for watching. Next time we are off to Glasgow. That's where we're headed right after this vlog, and we'll see you in the next one. Okay, see you, bye!